Welcome to another edition of First Person, sponsored by the Buckeye Insurance Group in Piqua and the Coverman Dickerson Agency representing Buckeye Insurance in Troy, Piqua, Covington, and in Champaign County. Baseball season, of course. We're talking with Adam Niemeyer, our guest this week from Minster High School, 3 sports star for the Wildcats. First of all, appreciate your taking the time to talk with us. I know this is a busy time for you.
Yeah, no problem.
Great to have you here. I'm going to ask you this, given the fact that you do play 3 sports. I looked at your stats in baseball the other day. You're hitting 500, 3 or 4 home runs, something like 20 RBIs. You're 5-0 as a pitcher, almost no ERA at all.
Yeah.
The numbers might indicate, given the fact that you play all those sports, that baseball might be your favorite of the 3. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I like baseball and football are pretty even. They're both up there. I like them both a lot. But baseball's starting to take the lead on which one I like the most.
You know, you play football and you're the defending state champions in Division IV. You're the quarterback on the football team. You average 12, 13 points for Coach Lee, who's a very respected high school basketball coach. But yet people talk about your state title last year in terms of the football culture at Minster. I'm going to ask you, you're in the eye of that thing. You play there. Would it have meant more to people to have won a title in football in Minster than what it did in baseball?
Well, any state title is great.
I agree.
It's not easy to do, and not many people are fortunate enough to do it, so we're lucky to have one. Football would have been great too, but we're happy with the baseball one.
You know, we talk about all the time, Adam, that it's hard to appreciate winning a state title when you win it. You've had several months now, and I always asked Coach Wiss this back in the fall. Have you had time really now to appreciate what it means to be the state champion?
Yeah, it's really starting to sink in. It's a special feeling. People come into our park every game, and they see our big state championship banner out in right center field, so it's good. It's good to know.
The other thing about being the state champion is you always get everybody's best effort. Everybody wants to say, yeah, we knocked them off, we beat them.
Yeah, it's tough. It's fun coming out to the park every day and knowing you're going to get the other team's best pitcher each game and going out there and playing the best. It's fun.
This guy can play a little bit next to me. He's Adam Niemeyer of the Minster Wildcats. We'll take this quick break for the Coverman Dickerson Agency representing Buckeye Insurance and be back with more with Adam on First Person right after this. Please stay around.
The Coverman Dickerson Agency, with offices in Troy, Piqua, and Covington, is pleased to be the sponsoring Buckeye Insurance Group agent for this first-person interview. For farm, auto, and homeowner insurance, Coverman Dickerson is one of the area's fastest-growing Buckeye providers, with a history of service and competitive rates. And we're also an outstanding source of coverage for families with young drivers. For farm, auto, and home policies, call the Coverman Dickerson Agency, proud to represent Buckeye Insurance Group.
Welcome back to First Person this week with Minster's Adam Niemeyer. We're talking about the state championship and talking about your future here at Minster High School. You are a junior this year. You got a lot of competition yet ahead. What's that feel like for you, knowing, yeah, we're the state champions. I'm having a good year my junior year, but I got still so much to look forward to in my high school career.
Yeah, the first 2.5 years have gone by really fast, so I'm trying to take it all in and cherish some moments because it goes by fast.
Talk a little bit about what this 2012 team is like. You had 6 guys graduate last year that were great seniors, great leaders, I'm sure great teammates. You look back and you think of those guys fondly. Now you're a leader on this team, and again, young. Tell us a little bit about the makeup of this 2012 team and your chances to repeat.
Well, we got a lot of pitching back from last year. All of our innings, except for one in the tournament, are back, the pitchers that threw those innings. And we lost a lot of good sticks from last year's team and a lot of good leaders, like you said, but we've got a lot of guys that have stepped up from this past year, younger guys and seniors, so we're all starting to come together now, and hopefully we can be clicking come tournament time.
I don't know if enough was said about this last year, Adam, but I thought the strength of your team was right out there, besides pitching, of course, and the sticks, was right out there at second base and shortstop. Craig Purpose was a great player and a great leader for you. But you had a youngster out there who's back like you, a junior, and Devin Peppelman, and those guys made all the predictable plays for you in that state championship game. You pitched the first 5 innings of that game. What's it like to have Devin Poppelman back out there making the plays at shortstop?
It's a good feeling knowing that you got a very good defense behind you. You can just go out there and throw strikes, and you don't have to worry about them making errors or anything. It's good to know that you have a solid defense behind you.
You got half the season left to go here. As I mentioned, your numbers are very impressive. You got any particular goals, personal goals, or things that you want to improve on as a player? It's hard to improve on 5-0 and a 1 ERA and a 500 average, but talk about some of the things and areas of improvement for your own game.
I need to work on going opposite field more, hitting the ball where it's pitched, batting-wise and pitching-wise. I need to get ahead in the counts better and get my off-speed pitches over the plate better.
Guys talk about the MAC all the time. There's a lot of pride for the Midwest Athletic Conference. I'm going to give you the opportunity to extol the virtues of the teams you play with and play against. I'm sure you're very proud of the competitive tradition of that league, and again, as I said, the schools you play against. Talk about a little bit about the MAC.
Yeah, well, it's a tough league year in and year out. Some people say it's harder to win a MAC championship than a state championship.
Obviously it is.
Yeah. Last year we won state and we didn't win the MAC. And last year in Division 4, 2 out of the 4 teams in the state semifinals were from the MAC, so that just speaks for itself how great the conference is.
I want to wish you all the best this year.
Thank you.
Great to spend the time with you. An outstanding young man, Adam Niemeyer from the Minster Wildcats, the reigning defending 4-state championship in baseball. That wraps up this week's edition of First Person for the Buckeye Insurance Group in Piqua and the Coverman-Dickinson Agency representing Buckeye in Troy, Piqua, Covington, and Champaign County. Once again, we thank you for your support of PressProsMagazine.com. And for our guests this week and the sponsors, look forward to having you back for another edition next time.
If you are looking for quality insurance protection from a reliable company, sold by professionals in communities like yours, that's what you'll get from Buckeye Insurance Group.
Buckeye Insurance Group, insuring the heartland.
To find your local Buckeye agent, visit buckeye-ins.com. Buckeye Insurance Group, insuring the heartland.
Insuring the heartland.